Welcome to the Islamic Bookshelf, the place where we rediscover the beauty of Islam through the eyes of the mind and the heart. Have you ever wondered, what does the word Islam actually mean? Why do more than 1.5 billion people around the world call themselves Muslims? And what is the thin thread that connects Prophet Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Mohammed? Peace be upon them all. In this lecture, I will not give you a dry dictionary definition. Instead, we will dive together into a contemplative journey to discover the essence of this faith. In clear, polite language, and a style that touches the soul before the mind. If you are looking for truth as it is, not as the media portrays it or as clash narratives reduce it, then stay with me. I will be with you step by step to get to know this religion. And afterwards, you will leave with a satisfactory answer to the question, what is Islam really? Let me begin with a heart-opening question. Do you sometimes feel that something is missing in this world? That we run after numbers and material things, yet our souls thirst for peace? The word Islam in Arabic literally means submission and surrender. But not to any human authority. Rather, to the Creator who encompasses everything in knowledge and mercy. From the same linguistic root comes the word salam, meaning peace. So Islam is the human path to real peace. Peace with God, peace with oneself, and peace with creation. Let us reflect on the word Islam itself. In Arabic, verbs derived from the root slm carry meanings of purity, salvation, and safety. When the believer says, I have submitted my face to God, he means, I have purified my intention, surrendered my affair, and willingly yielded to divine wisdom. You might think, isn't that just subjugation? Yes, but it is conscious, loving submission, not humiliating compulsion. It is like the lover's surrender to the majesty of the beloved, or the seeker's acceptance of truth once it becomes clear. The technical definition in Islamic jurisprudence. Islam is surrendering to God through monotheism, yielding to Him through obedience, and disavowing polytheism and its people. In other words, a Muslim is one who bears witness that there is no God but God and that Muhammad is the messenger of God, believes in God, His angels, His books, His messengers, the last day and divine decree, both its good and bad, and then worships his Lord as prescribed, not as his own whims dictate. Notice something extremely important here. Islam is not just a set of rituals, it is an existential stance toward life. It is your decision to live not in vain, but with guidance from the one who created you. The essence of Islam, Tawheed, oneness of God. Let me speak to you as a modern Westerner who may have grown up in a society that says, God exists but He is distant, or everyone has their own truth. Islam comes with a completely different message. God is one, unique, nothing is like Him, and He is with you wherever you are. This is Tawheed, not merely the number 1 in a creed book, but a rectification of the human relationship with the universe. It is to know that the one who created galaxies and the one who created the living cell in your body is one God with no partner. So do not call upon anyone besides God, fear none but Him, and hope only in Him. Imagine, if there were multiple gods, they would conflict and corrupt the heavens and earth. But the universe operates with a wondrous system, proof of the Creator's oneness. For this reason, God sent prophets. Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Mohammed, peace be upon them all. All came with one message, worship God, you have no other God besides Him. This is the deepest definition of Islam. To free your mind from servitude to wealth, desire, power, and fear of people, so that you become a servant of God alone. And there you achieve the highest level of human dignity. The essence of Islam, Tawheed, oneness of God. Let me speak to you as a modern Westerner who may have grown up in a society that says, God exists but He is distant, or everyone has their own truth. Islam comes with a completely different message. God is one, unique, nothing is like Him, and He is with you wherever you are. This is Tawheed, not merely the number 1 in a creed book, but a rectification of the human relationship with the universe. It is to know that the one who created galaxies and the one who created the living cell in your body is one God with no partner. So do not call upon anyone besides God, Fear none but him and hope only in him. Imagine, if there were multiple gods, they would conflict and corrupt the heavens and earth. But the universe operates with a wondrous system, proof of the Creator's oneness. For this reason, God sent prophets. Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Mohammed, peace be upon them all. All came with one message: worship God, you have no other God besides him. This is the deepest definition of Islam. To free your mind from servitude to wealth, desire, power, and fear of people, so that you become a servant of God alone. And there you achieve the highest level of human dignity. The purpose of life and mercy in Islam. You might ask, why did God create us? The Quran gives an astonishing answer. I did not create jinn and mankind except to worship me. Surah Al-An'am 6:56. But the word worship does not mean only prayer and fasting. It means to know me and draw near to me through love and obedience. Islam does not tell you to die and terrorize the world. Rather, it says, you were created for a sublime purpose, to be God's vicegerent on his earth, populating it with justice, goodness, and beauty. Perhaps what most amazes the fair-minded Western seeker is the mercy of Islam. In the Quran, the names Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, and Ar-Rahim, the especially merciful, are repeated hundreds of times. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, God has inscribed mercy upon himself. He even made a mother's love for her child, an example of the Creator's mercy toward his creation. Islam is not a religion of violence as portrayed. It is a faith that forbids killing innocents, prohibits suicide, commands kindness to animals, and elevates the status of women, children, the poor, the elderly, the neighbor, even if they are non-Muslim. Let me tell you a story. Once the Prophet passed by a Jewish funeral and stood out of respect. He was told, but he is Jewish. He replied, is it not a soul? This is mercy without boundaries. The 5 pillars of Islam, brief overview. You may have heard of the 5 pillars, but they are not mere rituals. Each pillar is a gateway to deeper understanding. 1. The 2 testimonies, Shahada. To testify that no God is worthy of worship except God, and that Muhammad is his messenger. This statement frees you from all illusions. 2. Prayer Salah. A daily, direct connection with the Creator, without intermediaries. 5 times a day, washing your soul from the dust of heedlessness. 3. Alms Zakat. Purifying your wealth by giving a portion to the poor. It is a social training in solidarity, not mere charity. 4. Fasting Ramadan. Training in patience and control over desire and anger, teaching a person to say no to their body to reach yes to their Lord. 5. Pilgrimage Hajj. A global conference of monotheism, where everyone wears simple clothes, standing on Mount Arafat equal as if they were created today. All these pillars flow into one meaning: voluntary, loving submission to God. That is Islam. Belief in the unseen and divine decree. In the secular West, belief in the unseen may be seen as escapism. But Islam sees the opposite. The unseen is a dimension broader than material reality. We believe in angels, creatures of light who carry out God's command. We believe in the revealed books, the Torah, the Gospel, the Psalms, and the Quran as the last and guardian over them. We believe in the messengers, from Adam to Mohammed, peace be upon them, making no distinction between any of them. We believe in the last day, the day people will stand before the Lord of all worlds, to be recompensed for what they earned. And we believe in divine decree, it's good and it's bad, but along with free will. How? It is a secret of God, but it does not absolve humans of responsibility. Imagine this. You are driving a car on a sloping road. The steering wheel is in your hand, your free will, but the slope of the road, God's decree, determines the speed of descent. You choose, but within a comprehensive divine system. This belief gives you immense strength. If good befalls you, you are grateful. If harm befalls you, you are patient. No despair with faith, and no arrogance with decree. Correcting misconceptions for the Western audience. I know what might be crossing your mind now. But what about jihad? What about women? What about extremism? Let me speak honestly and politely. First, jihad. The word means exerting effort. The greatest jihad is the struggle against one's own soul. As for armed fighting, it is only permissible in self-defense or to repel oppression, with strict rules. Do not kill a woman, a child, an elderly person, a monk in his cell. Do not cut down a tree. Do not attack the homes of peaceful people. The first to break these rules were the extremists themselves, whom Muslim caliphs fought throughout history. Terrorism has no religion. Second, women. Before Islam, baby girls were buried alive. Islam came and forbade that, gave women the right to inheritance, education, consent to marriage, the right to divorce, cull, and honored them as mothers. Paradise lies under the feet of mothers. Any distortion of women's rights comes from pre-Islamic traditions or incorrect understanding, not from authentic Islamic texts. Third, religious freedom. The Quran says, "No compulsion in religion." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:256. Islam allowed Christians and Jews to live within the Islamic State securely and with freedom of worship. Anyone who takes a verse out of context or follows their whims instead of knowledge will understand Islam in a distorted way. We are here to present the pure picture as it is. First, conclusion with emphasis on methodology. Now, after this journey, I hope you have grasped the thread of light called Islam. It is not the religion of the Arabs, nor the religion of the 7th century. It is an eternal call to every human being who seeks peace with their Creator. If you feel that something in these words has touched your heart, know that this touch is a signal from heaven. Do not hesitate to explore more and read the Quran with a reliable commentary, not suspicious translations. And ask trustworthy scholars, not just websites. Our channel, the Islamic Bookshelf, is your companion on this journey. We will provide you with in-depth lectures, refined dialogues, and content worthy of your mind and soul. This was a brief overview of the meaning of Islam. In the near future, God willing, we will discuss each of these ideas in greater depth and detail. We will refute all falsehoods with conclusive evidence from within the Islamic faith itself, and from what modern scientific research has reached that aligns with the truth of this religion. Here, on this channel, we do not force anyone to embrace this religion, except by their own will and with sound understanding. We offer neither emotional propaganda nor arrogant discourse. We present reliable topics that are open to discussion, worthy of a rational person seeking truth wherever it may be. If you benefited, please subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and share this video with a friend seeking truth. See you at a future opportunity.